Everybody that seems to be trickling in now.
Let's get started. There's another meeting at 2:30, so we only have half an hour. So maybe you can start.
Sure.
Give a brief introduction of the challenge, and then they can ask questions if they have problems downloading the app.
That sounds good. Thanks, Tammy. Hi, everyone. My name is Mike Antaran. I'm the founder and CEO of Carrot. I'm the original developer of Carrot. Carrot is a mobile app that rewards you financially for walking. And I'm thrilled to say that Hyundai Canada is using us to use our app to do a challenge, the charity walking challenge for Hyundai Canada. And I'm going to go through in this presentation on how you can download the app and how you can and what to expect with the app once you're using the app, and what to expect over the next 8 weeks for the challenge. So I'm going to be recording the session for the next 30 minutes. So just so everybody's aware. So I'll be looking at the chats as well as answering questions that you may have. Just unmute yourself and ask the questions. But let's go ahead and go through the agenda of what we're going to go through today. So first, we're going to go through how to create an account on Carrot. And then we're going to go into how to join the Hyundai Canada Wellness Program. And then from there, we're going to go through how to connect your steps to Carrot. And then lastly, how to view the leaderboard inside Carrot. Okay, so Carrot, it's used for both iPhone and Android. And there's only 3 steps in order to download Carrot onto your device. We just released a new version of the app, so it's only available for iOS 13 and above. So I'm sorry for Martin there. It says that he has an iPhone 6 and 12.5.3. Carrot is not compatible with that version, as we could not go any further down from Apple's requirements in the latest release. So I apologize for that, Martin. But the first step into downloading Carrot is when you go to the App Store on Apple or Android, just search for the term Carrot Wellness. Search for the Carrot Wellness term inside the app and go ahead and download the app. Once you download the app, you're going to be presented with the onboarding instructions of Carrot. And so the first, what you're going to want to do once you get to the downloading screens of Carrot, you're going to just kind of swipe through all the onboarding, just say next, next, next. And you're going to get to your primary activity screen. This looks very similar for Android as well. So the way Carrot works is Carrot taps into the pedometer features of your phone to extract the number of steps that you take on a daily basis. And we base a personalized goal that makes sense to you based on your own personal walking history. So once you get to the activity screen of the Carrot app, once you log in, you're going to want to get your step goal. So tap the Get My Goal button, which is going to be in the middle of the gray circle. And we're going to allow you, we're going to ask you to share your steps data with Carrot. Once you tap that green icon, share your steps data with Carrot, and then we'll calculate your own personalized goal that's based on your walking history. So my goal is different than everyone else's out there. So everybody has their own personalized goal that makes sense to them. So a person might have a goal of 2,000, or a person might have a goal of 10,000. That goal updates each and every day in the challenge that you need to meet every day in order to compete in this challenge. The maximum goal that somebody could have, or anybody can have, is 10,000 steps. But if you start at 2,000 steps, we slowly and incrementally make changes in your step goal. So you'll walk more over the course of the next 8 weeks. Sometimes your steps goal might go down. So if my goal is 63.46 today, On Saturdays, I might walk less, so it might even be 6,100. So just be aware of what your step goal is. Everybody's step goal is different. So you have to always be aware of what your step goal is. Once you achieve your step goal, that's how you contribute to your team on the leaderboard. So let's get to that part, is how do you log in from this point? So go ahead and tap the green button to log in. And we're asking everybody to use their phone number to create an account inside Carrot. So once you get to this screen, once you tap that login screen, you'll get to a screen that looks like this. Type in your phone number and we'll text you a passcode. Enter that 6-digit passcode into here. And that's how you create an account inside Carrot. So you can't be an anonymous user inside Carrot. You need to have an account so we can store your data into. Once you get to that, once you go through that point of creating an account, now you're going to see that login button is going to disappear. You're going to see your step goal here, and you're going to want to press the settings button to join your wellness program. So this is the next step. So tap the settings button on iPhone. In Android, it's in the upper left corner is the setting, and then there's a menu button and a settings button within there. And then tap your wellness program from there. And this is where you put your Hyundai email address into to join your Hyundai wellness program. So once you type in your email from Hyundai here and tap join, we'll send you a confirmation email. We ask you to tap on the link on that confirmation email, and that will verify that you work at Hyundai so you can actually participate in this challenge. So once you go to your email and tap on the confirmation link, all you have to do is press refresh and then go to the rewards tab inside Carrot from here, and you should be able to see the Hyundai Canada tab inside Carrot now. So once we verify you have a working email address at Hyundai Canada, we also accept, I think, genesis.ca as an email address. You should see the Hyundai Canada tab, and you should see the link to the leaderboard. Once you tap on this link, once the challenge starts, it starts on June 7th. Once it starts, you'll be able to see who's in the leaderboard. And I'll give you a screenshot of how the leaderboard looks right now. So once you tap on that leaderboard or this icon, the leaderboard will show up and it'll look like something like this. So the way the leaderboard works is everybody has to make their own personalized goal. And so when you have a team of 7 or a team of 5, what we do is we take the average goal coins for that team and divide it by the number of days to get the average goal coins per that user, per that whole team per user, to represent them inside the leaderboard. So for instance, Follow the Leader is a team in the event. And the reason why they're #1 rank is because they have, of their 7 people in this team, they're averaging 5.5 gold coins over the last 7 days, let's say. And so that's why they're on the top of the leaderboard. If you have any questions on how the challenge works, all you have to do is tap on the eye icon here, and it'll give you more descriptions on how the challenge works. The way the challenge works is as long as you make your own personalized goal right here, you receive a green carrot coin, and that coin and that will add to your score inside the leaderboard. Okay. So for Android, so that's how you load on Carrot for an iPhone. Now the Android is very similar to, you just look for the Carrot Wellness app on the Google Play Store. Once you download the app, you're going to be presented with the exact same thing of, here, let me see. So once you download the app, you're going to be presented with the same login screens here. It's an onboarding screen. And then you're going to get to a login button here and get my goal. Tap the get my goal. And for Androids, you need a Gmail account in order for us to count steps. Once you tap on a Gmail account that's associated to you, just allow us to count your steps using that Gmail account. And then we'll present a personalized goal that makes sense to you from the data that's on your Google account. If you do not have any steps data on your Google account, then it will be 1500 will be the default. So that'll be your first goal that you need to meet. And it learns really quickly how to attain, to set your goal from that point forward. And similar to the iPhone, once you get your personalized goal, tap on the login button and log in using your phone number. Okay, tap on the green button from there and we send you a text message, which will then get to this point where you will see coins at the top again, a currency at the top, your goal, and then tap on the menu button, tap on the wellness program, enter your Hyundai email address here to join. We'll send you a confirmation link on that to that email address. Once you tap on that confirmation link, go back to your app here and tap refresh. And then tap the menu button and you should return to your home screen with now you'll have a Hyundai Canada tab from there. And from there, it's the same thing. You'll have a challenge reward tile here, which is going to be the leaderboard. And in that leaderboard, you'll be able to understand who's winning who's winning in the challenge. And again, if you tap the I, you'll be able to see what team you're part of, as well as other information about the challenge. Now, the challenge. Go ahead.
Question, Michael. Should we be able to see those now if we've registered?
No, you will not see your the leaderboard at the moment. It will it will appear on June 7th.
Okay.
Leading up to the leaderboard, we're collecting everybody's email addresses and what teams and charities each member is going to be part of. And so as we gather that over the next 2 weeks, then we're going to build the leaderboard. Then by June 7th, it will appear at that time. That's a very good question. So Carrot is only used on the phone. We do not have a website for you to connect your steps to or enter any data into. The only way that Carrot works is by using the pedometer features of your phone to count the number of steps that you take with your phone, your smartphone, whether it's an iPhone or an Android. We also link with Fitbits and Garmin's. And if you need help with that, just please send an email to support@carrotwellness.com. But in order to link your Fitbit data, just go to the data sources under your settings tab, and then there's going to be a link Fitbit button there. For the Garmin, you're going to have to go to the Garmin app and link it to either Apple Health or Google Fit. And that's how we pull the data from there. Does anybody have a Fitbit? If you want to raise your hand, that'd be great. If not, I'm just going to continue with my presentation. So the Carrot app, it's really meant for you to make your own personalized goals so you make sustainable activity changes in your life. So if you were to make your goal all 60 days of this challenge and you started with a goal of 2,000 steps, by the end of the goal, if you make your goal by the end of the challenge, if you make your goal every day for the next 60 days, you'd be walking around 9,000 steps a day by the end of the challenge. So we slowly and incrementally make changes to your goal. So you walk a little bit more each day. It equates to about 30 seconds to a minute extra each day as it's learning and it's changing your goal based on your walking over the course of the day. So the only way you can actually change your goal is to walk or not to walk. If you don't make your goal, then it will account for that. and it'll make your goal appropriate based on your history. So the idea here is we don't want to, make you walk 10,000 steps tomorrow. If you do, great. But just know that you're learning faster, and you're going to have to walk a lot more over the course of the next 60 days. All you have to do is make your own personal goal, and you're contributing to your team. So you can have a team where there's people that have a goal of 10,000 steps, and you might have a goal of 2,000. As long as you make your goal of 2,000, you're contributing to your team. It's not about who's walking the most. It's about making your own personal goal. So what we've done is leveled the playing field. We put a handicap on walking so everybody can participate and feel that they're contributing to their team. You don't have to be the most athletic person or the most healthy person. You just have to make your own personal goal. Really, you're just competing with yourself. And because of Hyundai Canada's generosity, this whole challenge, we're giving away $1,000 a week to the charity of the winning team's choice at the beginning of each week. So the idea here is you need to, every Monday before noon, every Monday, you need to open up the Carrot app before noon Eastern Standard Time. Every time you open up the Carrot app, that's when you share your steps data and your accomplishments to your team's score on the leaderboard every time you do that. So the leaderboard is a real-time leaderboard at the moment you open the app. It takes into account everybody that has downloaded all their steps into Carrot and shared it with us, and it shows a real-time score at that moment. So if you hadn't made your goal today and you open up the app, your goal up for your team is going to reflect that, right? If this is day 7 and you've only made 6 days out of the 7, then your score is not going to show 7. It's going to show 6 if you hadn't made your goal yet. So just keep that in mind, that it's a real-time leaderboard. And the only way you can share your data is by opening up the app. Carrot's very private as well. You don't have to log out of the app every day. We actually encourage you just to stop the app. We can't interrogate your phone and get the steps from you without you knowing. The only way we can do, we can't do that. The only way you can share steps data with us is actually to start the app itself. Okay, even if you had the app on, we can't pull that data until you start it up again. So that's how we gather your data from your phone. It's because you started the app and you shared your data, and we ask you to do that before noon every Monday so that we can have a live leaderboard to show who's winning, and whoever's winning at the top of the leaderboard at that time is going to be declared the winner of that week, so they can share that $1,000 with the charity of their choice. So Carrot's been around since 2016. And I have to tell you that this is one of the most generous organizations of giving $8,000 over the course of the next week, 8 weeks, to charity. So this is, for us, this is a remarkable and charitable event that we love. We love that you're using Carrot to do this. And I'll open up to any questions that people might have at this point.
Michael, there's a question in the chat.
Okay, here, let me get that. Oh, I just got, okay. Is it normal to Hyundai?
Can we set up our goals now or only when the challenge starts?
The goals are set as soon as you download the app, like from this point forward, right? So you can't set your goal manually. You cannot manually set your goal at this point. It's going to learn, and it's going to set your goal for starting that day. So if you want to get used to how your goals get made each day, you can, over the next 2 weeks, you can get a sense of that. And then on the 7th is when it starts. The next question is it normal that the Hyundai Canada tab right now there is no link for me to click on? Yes, that's correct. There's no link for you to, so if you're in the Hyundai Canada tab, there should be a link for you if you have an iPhone or Android. There should be a link for you there. We would ask you, we would make sure that you confirm that you work at Hyundai by tapping on that confirmation link. So make sure you confirm that. Let me take a look at your account here real quick. All right. I was a Carrot member years ago when it all started. So if you have the Carrot app from a long time ago and you signed in with your phone number or Facebook at the time, as long as you log in with the same phone number or Facebook as you created that account, you should, all your data and stuff should be still be there. Okay. So so now if you since this is the first time Hyundai is using it, what, you know, I think it's John, please let me know what your Carrot ID is. Because you know, if you're not part of the Hyundai wellness program, then you're going to be part of the Carrot premium program. So I need to pull you out of the premium program and put you into the Hyundai Canada program. So let me see here. 269-308. Okay, yeah, it looks like, John, you're in the Hyundai Canada program. So you signed in with your Facebook, you're all set. If you had a phone number that was associated to the old account, I can merge the two accounts, but it looks like you use your Facebook login this time. So okay, I'll look for that email or that phone number, and I'll merge the two accounts from there. Leaderboard ranking is based on personal goal achievements only, not related to how many steps. That's correct. The leaderboard, it's based on the average coins per user for that team. So let's say on day one, there's a team of 7 people and all 7 of them make their goal that day, then your average goal is 1, right? If one person misses, then it's 6 divided by 7 is the average coins for your team's score for that day. If you achieve your goal for the days, that gives you extra points. So the score is based on the dates between June 7th and July 31st, which should be around 60 days, I think, right? So the maximum days you could, or points you can have is the number of days between those two. It's supposed to be a 60-day challenge. Did I miss something out here? So Jennifer, I think Jennifer Mackey here, I want to double check your account real quick. And it looks like there's a number of people here. I don't see Jennifer's login here yet. So it looks like you might not have confirmed your email address, Jennifer. All right, Kurt says one thing here. If you achieve your goal for the day. Okay, I just answered that. I received confirmation from my Hyundai email address, but I don't see the Hyundai logo or the Hyundai Walk for Charity on my app. That was Brandon. Okay, so let's see. So if you have, can you just restart the app, Brendan, and see if it comes back up real quick? It shows that you logged in perfectly on my side, so it probably didn't refresh for you. So we'll just do a hard refresh by just restarting the app. Let's see, Jennifer. Okay, I see Jennifer there. Looks like Jennifer is logged in. And let's see, you have an iPhone. So Jennifer, it looks like you're you need to share your steps data with the Carrot app. So you're gonna need to go to the Apple Health. Okay, Brendan says it's still not there. Here, give me a second. So Jennifer, so go to your Apple, I think. Oh yeah, so if it's not, yeah, it's not on their featured, then there's the Hyundai tab. Correct, John. Thanks for your help there. So Brendan, do you see a feature tab and you don't see the Hyundai tab next to the feature tab? Or you do? As far as Jennifer goes, what you need to do is go to the Apple Health. So when you go to Apple Health, go to the Apple Health app on your iPhone and make sure you share your steps data. So when you go to Apple Health and then go to browse, let me see at the bottom here. Let me share with you my screen. So when you go to the browse, and this is in Apple Health, go to browse and then go to the activity category and swipe all the way down to the bottom. Oops, wait, let's go to summary, I'm sorry. And then go to summary and then activity, and then swipe all the way to the bottom where it says data sources. And what you're gonna wanna do here is share your steps data with Carrot here, let me see. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go to the steps data and then go to the data sources here. And then in here, you'll be able to see Carrot, share, allow to read steps data. So summary. So you go to summary and then your steps right here. And then swipe all the way down to the data sources and allow Carrot to read and write steps. So that's what you got to do there, Jennifer. Let's see here. So let me see the chat. So Brendan, maybe we can connect offline, or you can let me know if you can see your Hyundai tab there. So what you'll see is there's a feature tab and then there's a Hyundai Canada tab, and should be right there. So you have an Android. Sure, let me see. Right. Brendan. I know you have an iPhone. And you can't swipe left. Oh, so you have to, you don't see the feature tab. So look, it sounds to me like you have an old version of the iPhone app. So make sure you go to the upgraded to the latest version of the app on the App Store. So if you have, so go to Carrot Wellness. And it's right here. This is how the app should look. You should be on version 3.2 is the latest version. You look like you just downloaded it just now, I think. Yeah, just downloaded today. Let's connect offline. That's a good idea, Brandon. What's a good number I can reach you at? Oh, perfect. If every person meets their goal every day, will it be a tie? So this is a good question. So on the leaderboard, the way we're going to do ties on the leaderboard, it's going to be, we split up the Tammy, I believe this is correct. We're going to split up the amount of money amongst the teams that are tied for that week. And this
Yeah,
is an
correct.
accumulation. So over the course of the next 8 weeks, every week, whoever's on top of the leaderboard every week is going to get the charities, going to get the $1,000 donation to their charity. And if there's a tie at that week, then it's going to get split. It's a really good problem to have if everybody makes their goal and you have ties. That means everybody's walking. For me, it's all about getting more activity in everyone's life. What we found out there that, just making small changes in your activity can make a huge improvement in your personal health. And if you can do that over the course of 8 weeks, you'll see a huge improvement just in one's personal health as they make their, if they make their personal goal every day. So if anybody has any more questions, I'm going to be online for the next 30 minutes. Otherwise, I just assume everybody's in good shape. There's been a lot of downloads and logins in about 25 in the last 30 minutes. So this is great. If I download the app already and have a goal already, reading my steps, will the goal get reset for the challenge? So unfortunately not. Your goal is going to be, it's not going to get reset. That's going to be your goal starting on that day. So, yeah, you could play around with making your goal or not making a goal over the next 2 weeks to see how your goal changes. But it also, so Carrot was developed by a bunch of gamers. So we're all a bunch of gamers over here. And some of the hardest working people in the gaming industries are trolls that would create 20 Facebook accounts just to get a level up on a game, right? So we've created a lot of artificial intelligence on the app to see if people are trying to game the system or sandbag on their steps and they have lower their goal. And so once you do stuff like that, then it's going to be counterintuitive on the app, right? It's going to see that you normally could walk 5,000 steps, but I see that you're only walking 1,000 steps. We're going to still keep you at 5,000 and not make too many drastic changes until you start making your goal again. Because we've seen it in the past that you could do that. Does that make sense, everyone? So you can't really game the Carrot app, but what it does is it learns quickly on your activity as you walk with your phone. So, there's a lot of people that will make their goal and set their phone down, which is perfectly fine. To us, you're still walking without your phone. That's fine. You're still getting steps, but it's just not being recorded on Carrot. As long as you made your goal, that looks good. That looks good with us. So that's one way of kind of circumventing the system to keep your goal as low as it can. But in actuality, over the course of that 8 weeks, you're still going to be walking a lot more. Terry, thanks for your support. I appreciate the feedback. Do I have to make sure I open the app so it reads the steps? So your phone, whether you have an Android or iPhone, it already has a pedometer chip on the phone. So once you start the Carrot app, that's when we pull the steps data from that chip. You have a 7-day grace period. If you don't open your app for 7 days, we'll pull back from the last 7 days. Okay. So you don't have to open the app, for an entire week if you don't want to. But, people open up the app to make sure they understand their goal, right? So their activity goal that they need to meet that day. Because it's going to change every day. So you typically people spend about a minute on Carrot a day, 15 seconds in the morning, 15 seconds in the afternoon, and another 30 after 6 p.m. So they're just, as you look at the data coming in, it just looks like they're just about to make their goal. And they usually, they'll make it around 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And sometimes we see a lot of people opening up the app between 11 p.m. and midnight just to get their goals, just to make sure they made their goal. Or is it a permission setup? Yeah, so the only way we can read steps is when you open up the app. So, you can open it up every day or open it up every 7 days, just to make sure I answer your question. So over the next 2 weeks, we're going to be oh, that's excellent. That's excellent, Marshall. Yes, it is a small world. Thank you very much. Marshall works at Hyundai now. Marshall and I used to work at Chrysler together a long time ago. And yes, it is a small world. And thank you for your kind words. But it looks like over the course of the next several days, people are joining. I'm going to be adding people to the leaderboard as they join. So you should be able to go to the tab and you'll be able to see which team you're on. If you haven't, if you see this tab, if you tap on it and it doesn't have a team name on there, make sure you contact Sarah Wong or Tammy. And I think Sarah would be the right contact to call to make sure that we have your team that you belong to and the charity you belong to. So is there any more questions? If Brandon's still online, I can field your questions if you'd like. And if Jennifer's still online, are you all set on your side?
And Michael, it's Brendan here. I'm still on.
Oh, excellent. Let's walk you through this. Let's see what we can do here. So you have an iPhone,
Yep.
and you have that. You see, does your excuse me, does your iPhone look like this? Rewards at the bottom, activity and settings are at the bottom, just like pictured on the screen share.
Yes.
And
at
so
the top, I see on your screen, on my screen, carrot. In your case, 30, and then 1 million.
Okay.
1 for 30. I've got 0 and 10,000, and then
Okay.
below the little icon of the carrot, that's below the word carrot, where on your screen it says Hyundai Canada.
Yes.
All I've got is today.
Oh,
the word today.
This.
Yes.
Does it look like? Okay, so when you go to the rewards tab on the bottom, it's the bottom left corner, rewards.
Oh, so that's all it was. I was in the wrong screen.
Yeah, sorry about. I should have. I apologize for that. Yeah, so the rewards tab will have the Hyundai tab underneath it.
Okay, I was just in the activity tab.
That's the activity tab is the main tab. So I guess this is a good example. This is so Carrot is we've partnered with a lot of organizations like Nike, Adidas. Popular one in Canada is Tim Hortons. And what they do is they provide rewards inside of Carrot. So you can actually use the currency you earn inside Carrot. As Brendan mentioned, I had 30 and 1.4 million steps. You can use those if you find when you go to the rewards tab, and if you go to the feature, or there may be a Canada tab soon. If you find a reward that's out there, you can use your currency to buy that reward. So if there's a $5 Tim Hortons gift card for 100,000 steps, and you see it, you can go ahead and buy it. It'll send an email to an email of your choice. You get to put the email you want to send it to, and then it can be used at the scanner at a Tim Hortons. So that's the other parts of Carrot that we're not even talking about because we're really just using Carrot for the charity challenge. But the idea here is if you travel a lot, as you open up Carrot, let's say in Toronto or Montreal, there's going to be different rewards in those. There's going to be different tabs there that you'll see based on the partnerships that we've developed over the years, and they're just trying to get you to get a gift card and reward you for walking, essentially. But I'm glad, Brendan, we figured that out. Here, Jennifer, I went to the Apple House.
Yeah, thank you for that.
So I've gotten to look at the data store. My phone is already set to allow Carrot to read data. Okay, so and Jennifer, are you still there? Maybe we can walk it through this. And I think I also had an offline conversation with Pierre. I don't know if Pierre's out there.
Oh, I'm still here. It's
Oh,
Jennifer. Sorry, I
Jennifer,
was on
perfect.
mute. Yeah.
All right, so Jennifer, can you explain to me what you're seeing on your phone? Now, do you have an Android? I'm sorry, do you have an Android or an iPhone?
I have an iPhone, and on the
Okay.
Hyundai Canada page, it shows Hyundai Walk for Charity Challenge Leaderboard. 8-week team challenge starts June 7th, but there's no clickable link. So I just wanted to double check that.
Oh, if you tap on that, so if I tap on it, it scrolls up. So that's the link, actually, right? So that's going to turn into the leaderboard on June 7th.
Okay. There's nothing there's nothing for me to click on right now, so I don't know.
So do you see my my phone?
Yeah.
On a share screen. So does yours look similar to this?
No, it's blue. There's no orange writing.
Oh, so I think you have the old version of the phone, of the iPhone app, or did you just download it today?
I downloaded it maybe last week.
Okay, I think so. At the end of last week, we just released a new version of the app, which would make it look like my phone. So on your version, you're right. There is no clickable link for you to see anything. And when you upgrade it, when you go to the App Store and you upgrade it, you'll be able to see, this will be the clickable link.
Oh.
So I think on your version of the app, there's going to be a challenge tab. Do you see a challenge tab?
Yeah, challenges.
Challenges, yes. So the challenges would look similar to mine. You should see the Hyundai Walk for Charity Challenge leaderboard.
It
And then
shows 30-day coin collector challenge, Amazon, 2-person team challenge.
Yeah, so you have the old version of the app. So what I'd encourage you to do is upgrade to the new version. So if you go to the App Store and then just tap, look for Carrot Wellness.
Okay, thanks.
And then update it. You should see the app should look similar to mine.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sorry about that. It looks like it was really bad timing. We've been trying to get this version of the app released well before the challenge started or before all this happened. And unfortunately, the timing occurred where it was released just on Friday of last week. So it was about 6 weeks for it to get approved by Apple. And it was hard to plan for that, especially with Hyundai. So I appreciate your patience, Jennifer.
Okay, thank you.
So it's Pierre here. Yes, I got it figured out. I had gone to the website first and registered there. I have no idea what I registered for on the website, but that's why I couldn't link the two. So anyways, I did it on here and I have no idea what will happen with.
Oh yeah, so that is only to create. So fortunate for you, Pierre, Hyundai has already gone through that to purchase Carrot for Hyundai. So when you create an account there, that links you to buy a wellness program for your organization. But to actually be part of the challenges, yeah, you just need the app, the mobile app.
Okay, well, that's what threw me off. That's all. I'll just ignore those.
No, you really threw me off on your inquiry. I was like, What, you don't have a login? What? Or log out? Yeah, so no, yeah, I apologize for that. Carrot only works on phones. So let me see, anyone else here? Is everybody- all right, I think we answered everyone's question. Oh, all I have is John. I'll look to merge your account. You mentioned you had you may have had the app. So John, I looked up the 2225 phone number that the last 4 digits. And it doesn't seem like there's an account out there for you. I don't know if John's still on. I'll get in touch with you afterwards. So let's see. But I think we're all set here. Yeah, I don't think John's still online. But yeah, if anybody else has any questions, I will give this video to Tammy and Sarah, or I will give them the link to the video so you can review it again at your leisure if you'd like, or if you have any questions, please contact me at, if you go to settings, and then the first thing that you can do, if you have any questions, go to our frequently asked questions page. And it's a live feed of the most active questions that are out there. So once you start typing something in like iPhone, it will start whittling down the question, the most popular questions that are asked. Also, if you go to your profile, you can email me at email support. So if you go to your profile and then tap email support, it will pre-populate an email that you will be sent directly to me and or the support team, and then just write your comments on here of what what's happening, and then we should answer your question in about 24 hours or less. So and I think that's about it. So Tammy, are you still there, Tammy? Do you have any comments that you would like to share? Or?
I think we're good for now. So if we receive any questions, then we will forward your way and then we can get that answer.
That sounds great. Thank you so much again for your support. And again, just feel free to contact me directly, and good luck to everybody starting June 7th.
Thank you. And when we have all the teams set up and the charity names, then we will send it over to you.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay,
Tammy.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.